What's up, black people? What's up, black people? I just wanted to tap in real quick just to give you a little bit of what we're dealing with out here when it comes to dealing with this beast and these fork-tongued people. See, these people have been told at the dinner table since they was kids and growing up that they were smarter than you simply because they was Caucasian. Even though if you look back several thousand years ago, they were living in caves and they never built pyramids. And all the information that they have, they learned when they came outside the caves. So I'm kind of mind blown when it comes to these people so-called being intelligent. Because how could you be more intelligent than the people that you got the information from? Hot damn, don't let that go over your head. But as you know, what I like to do, I like to interact with the fork-tongued people, and I like to destroy their arguments. Because see what they try to do, they try to out intelligent you, right? You know, we're smarter than you. Let me tell you something. Let me straighten you out. And they come with these curveballs. See, because you know, it's in their nature to throw curveballs. Deception is in their very DNA. So you have to really know how to deal with these people when you're going back and forth with them. So let me read what this guy said in his comment. He said, slavery on the continent of America was started in the colony times of Jamestown, 1619, under the British government. So any reparations paid should start with the British citizens. He's demanding that people that never owned slaves pay reparations to people who never been slaves. Pure foolishness. Now, this video right here, what he responding to this right here, to what this brother said in an actual meeting. So let me stroll up real fast. In this right here, $3 million now, a man demands reparations payments during Tampa council meeting. Live now from Fox News, right? So as you see right here, he's talking about, you know, saying they're giving them reparations and stuff like that, you know, and stuff like that. So let me turn around and play this for you and see what he got to say. Okay, real quick.
That we want our reparations, that our foreparents and us, we didn't work for free and underpaid and all this nonsense, and the white folks get away with it, and they talk about the great city they're building. No, we want our reparations, $3 million per person.
Okay, so this is what this guy is responding to. Now, see, this is what you're dealing with. I just want us as black people to understand when you're dealing with these fork-tongued people, this is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with delusional people. You're dealing with people that have been fed lies by their own people. You know what I'm saying? And you're dealing with people that are very deceptive. They're very deceptive people. So let's go back to what he said. So that's what he was talking about, referring to that video of that brother asking for reparations. So basically he said he's demanding that people that never owned slaves, referring to himself as being a Caucasian person. Nobody never said you owned slaves. Okay, but you did benefit from slavery. You know what I'm saying? The things that you have today, you benefited from it. And if you're not benefiting from it, your people is benefiting from it. You are in the position you're in because of slavery. No matter how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? That is still your culture. Even if you're living in a trailer park and you say, well, I never had slaves. I'm just as poor as black people. It doesn't make no difference because your people are in power, because your people can give you opportunities that's afforded to you. You still have privileges in this country. It doesn't take away from that, what they really don't understand. But let me get back to what I was talking about before I can get back to my response. So he said he's demanding, referring to the guy on the video, the brother on the video that was asking for reparations or $3 million, whatever he was asking for, he's entitled to. So right here he says he is demanding that people that never owned slaves, we just dealt with that, pay reparation to people who never been slaves. Pure foolishness, right? So he's calling it foolishness because they use the argument that we were never slaves, as if there's no after effect when it comes to anything. You know, just like if a person gets sexually assaulted and they don't think it gets passed down, and they have to deal with the insecurities of their mother, and their mother passes down the insecurity to them, you know what I'm saying, and because of what they've been through, and then that insecurity falls through generations. See, they don't understand that there's something called a after effect. You know what I'm saying? There's something called trauma. There's something called traditional trauma, generational trauma. See, they don't talk about that, but see what it is, they give it to you in their books. It's in their psychology books, but when it comes to black people, it doesn't fly. See, we don't get to have the chance to experience or benefit from the things that they talk about in their books, right? When they talk about things that people been through after a dramatic moment, right? So under psychology, black people are not considered to be stressed. Black people have been through more things than anything, and they still don't diagnose us as being stressed. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's crazy that this person over here can go through something, but when a black person goes through something, it's not stress. When a black person go through something, it's not trauma. When a black person go through something, then it doesn't apply. The whole psychology book is thrown out of the window. You see what I'm saying? The whole mental breakdown, you know what I'm saying, is all thrown out of the window. So this is my response to when he said he's demanding that people that never owned slaves pay reparations to people who never been slaves. First of all, we never claimed to have been enslaved. We always tell you that it was our ancestors that you enslaved. We made this clear. We never said, hey, we were slaves. So you're putting words in our mouth, first of all. So let's go to my response down here, you know what I'm saying, on my other particular channel. You know what I'm saying? So this is right here is my response. I said, well, let us debate that. So are you telling me that slavery has no effect on black people today? Because that's what he was claiming. So let's say this. That's what I told him. Let's say this. What if slavery never happened? Ha ha. See, that's where you get them at. What if slavery never happened? Because we both can admit that slavery actually happened, right? So what if slavery never happened? Will things be better off for black people today? Of course it would. Saying that slavery has no effect on blacks today is like claiming that the Holocaust has no effect on the Jewish community. But you wouldn't dare say such a thing because you know you would get canceled. See, they know if they wouldn't told the Jewish community the same thing they're telling black people, they will be canceled tomorrow. See, this is how you deal with the fork-tongued people, because they think they're so smart and they think they're so intellectual, but they don't understand. I'm a young man and I'm on point. Believe me, I am on point. You know what I'm saying? So for him to say that we cannot, you know what I'm saying, be victims of something that happened to our ancestors, you know what I'm saying, it's nothing but a way to keep us from getting reparations. Because let's be honest, people, they don't want to give it to us. They just simply don't want to give it to us. They gave it to everybody. They gave it to the Japanese. They gave it to this person. They'll give reparations, you know what I'm saying, to the dolphins in the sea before they give reparations to black people, because they simply don't want to give it to you. So they make all these false accusations, you know what I'm saying, on why you shouldn't get it. Well, you were never slaves, and we never enslaved nobody. First of all, we never said you enslaved anyone. And second of all, we never said we were slaves. We just said things would have been different if slavery would never happen. Now, that's how you deal with the fork-tongued people. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, stay black, and stay proud.